learning how to delete files and folders. Now, if you open a particular folder, example is, let me go to my documents and then see what to do there. Now I'm inside this particular place. For me to view it, where I click here and then look at the list. Now I'm having a lot of folders inside here and files. To delete any folder or files or file or even files, this is how you do it. Now, to be able to delete a single file, you just right click on it. Assuming this is what I want to delete, I will just right click on it and click on delete. When I click on delete, it's going to caution me and tell me, are you sure you want to delete? That's what you just saw. Also, on Windows 7, after deleting it, it will go directly into your recycle bin, which is available on your screen. And this is your recycle bin. Actually, I've customized my own screen, right? And that's why you can see it like this. Now, this is the recycle bin, which you can actually see on your particular screen. Let me bring it up for you to see. Now, this is the recycle bin. Now, when you double click on the recycle bin, it's going to open. And now you can see a lot of files that I myself have actually deleted from my computer. That means they are still within the computer, but are no more within the particular area you deleted it from. But it can recognize that this is where you deleted it from. Now, how do I know that? Now, on Windows 7, by the time you maximize it and you click on any file, you're going to see description of where you actually deleted it from. Now, let's check it again. Let's continue. Let's go and look for the file we actually deleted. Now, remember, what I want to do here is to look for what I deleted. Let me go and look for it. I can actually, since they are very plenty here, what I have to do, so right click here and say, maybe sort by the date and time they were deleted. Date deleted. So automatically, I won't have to disturb myself. I'll just automatically see it there. Now, you can see it now that this is the particular file. Now, what I have to do, I can just right click on it and say restore. If I say restore, it will take it back to where I left it. Now let me minimize that. Okay, now this is it. Let's come and check here. You can see that it has been restored back. So restoration of your files after deletion also applies to folders likewise. Now, if you delete any folder or file, remember that you are no more having that location again. So when you are looking for it again, you won't see it, except you go into your recycle bin. What is this recycle bin for? The recycle bin is meant to keep every deleted thing from your computer. But note that also the recycle bin has a limit at which itself can carry. We also have a place we are going to be setting it. But this one is has to do with, you are going to be having a kind of advanced lecture on this Windows Basic, because these things are very many, but you do actually need it. The recycle bin has its own size it can carry. I think it's about 15 gigabytes, or sometimes it can be maybe 10 gigabytes, but most time by default it is 12 gigabytes. But just note that every file you delete is coming to this place. But if it now exceeds, if the number of files you now deleted has exceeded what it can carry, it's going to discard it permanently. And that is why you have to be careful about when you want to delete a particular file. You have to think twice if you need it or not. But if you no more need it again, you can decide to come and wipe it out of the recycle bin. We're going to be talking more about the recycle bin later. But one thing I want to tell you is this. After you delete a particular file, I'm sorry, we are in recycle bin. After you delete a particular file from your computer, example is this. When you delete this particular file now, you just say yes, that you want to delete, you want to move it into the recycle bin. What you are going to do is what? You can just right click on an empty window anywhere in the computer and then click on undo delete. Let's see again. Now I can right click here. I just say undo delete. Let me see. Okay, look at it here. Undo delete. Automatically it will send it back to where I deleted it from. So that was the last action I did. Now let's check another action I did. The computer has the power to, you can see, I can now say redo delete. Now let's check it back and see if it actually undid it. Look at it. It undid, as in it undeleted the particular file and it has come back to. But if I tell it to redo, automatically it sends it back. That's one of the functions about Windows 7. So you'll be able to see it now. Also, if I delete this one now, let's see. Let me say delete. If I delete this particular folder and it goes to my recycle bin automatically, you can see it's no more than my web. So let's go into our recycle bin. Of course, I've already opened my recycle bin, but let me open it for you to see again. Now, by the time I open it, what are you going to be seeing? You are seeing it that we are having it inside here. Remember that I sorted it. I'm having a lot of files inside here waiting for permanent deletion. So you can see it now. I have it here. But this particular folder, I can still restore it by clicking on restore. So you are going to be talking more about how to make use of the recycle bin later. So you can see it now. So I can actually restore it back, or I can even right click any place I wish to. I just say undo delete. Automatically it will send it back to where I left it. So let's go there and see it out. See it. Good. You can see it now that we are now having it, my webs here. So and that is how we undo delete of both folders and files. You've seen how it works now, right? Okay.